it's JJ. Today what I want to do is give you guys a good look at a really good piece of survival gear. Now, anybody who's spent a lot of time in the outdoors knows that your clothing is your first line of defense and your first line of protection. And so today I'm going to talk to you about the Altai boot. This is a new boot company, and they have what's called the MF Tactical boot. Now, currently this boot only comes in black, but they are going to start offering it in tan as well. So you know, it could be used for guys who wear a uniform, you know, security, law enforcement, that kind of thing, or it can be just used for everyday use as well. I've been wearing this boot for about two and a half months now, something pretty close to that. And as you guys can see, it is pretty well worn. I've had it out in the woods on several trips where I was, where I was making other videos and all that kind of stuff. And I think I can give you a fairly good opinion about its comfort and wearability and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the Altai MF Tactical boot is made with super fabric upper, and the super fabric is pretty cool stuff. It's like, I can't really think of a better way to describe it aside from like almost armor plated with like small plastic armor plates on it. And I'll try to give you guys a couple of close-up shots of this so you can see what it looks like. But it's definitely pretty cool. It's definitely going to be abrasion resistant, and it is also very lightweight. I don't know long-term how it's going to hold up because I've only had it for a couple of months, but I can tell you so far it's pretty good. Now, I'll show you, I'll throw in a clip here where I was actually standing in a mud puddle, kind of stomping around and trying to get dirt and mud and gunk and all that kind of stuff to stick to the boot. And it's really pretty amazing at how kind of stain resistant and all that kind of stuff it is. I mean, it doesn't really hold a lot of dirt and all that kind of stuff. I thought it would be a lot worse than what it actually was. It's got a leather toe. It does also have a waterproof and breathable bootie inside of it. And it's one of the features that I like about it is it's got a really soft padded tongue. I don't like it when boots have too thin of a tongue because it's just not as comfortable to wear. And these boots, I can honestly tell you, are pretty comfortable to wear. The company brags that they have a 0 break-in period. I wouldn't totally agree with that, but I would say it's pretty close. I would say by the 3rd time that I had worn them, I felt like they were broken in. The first time that I wore them, they were a little bit stiff. Second time, not too bad at all, and by the 3rd time, I was very comfortable in them. Whenever I wear a pair of boots, I wear them with a pair of wool socks. I did wear these with just a pair of cotton socks one day, and I was still comfortable. No big deal at all, but I definitely recommend having a pair of wool socks. But I would recommend that with any pair of boots. So, it's very comfortable. It's got a comfortable liner inside here. It is made in Korea, designed in the United States, and it does have a Vibram Skeleton Trek sole. Got a nice sole on there, very aggressive, and does good for keeping traction and all that kind of stuff. A couple of concerns that I had with the boot were that the leather toe is really comfortable and seems kind of thin. So it's kind of a trade-off. It's like you get a lot of comfort for it, but I worry a little bit about the durability on the toe, although it seems to be holding up fine. I mean, I don't have any issues with it, and I know that in their bootie that they put in here, they actually increase some 210 denier nylon that they put around the toe of it to assist with making it more durable. So I think that they've probably tried to address that as well, and it probably isn't a concern. You've got kind of a rubberized cup here on the heel, and like I said, plenty of padding and all that kind of stuff. They're very comfortable to walk around in, even just everyday kind of stuff on concrete and asphalt, and walking around stores and all that. They don't squeak, they don't make a lot of noise or leave a lot of black marring or anything like that. I didn't notice any of that stuff. Comes with paracord-like bootlaces. You guys may have seen the video I did where I did the bow and drill fire with just a pocket knife and these bootlaces from these boots. If you haven't seen it, you guys can check out that video up here. But I do like that they're long enough. They're plenty long, and they give you, plenty enough bootlace to actually get your boot tied up and have a little bit of extra as well. So I think that's good. Let's see. The pricing on these, the MSRP is at $180. I've talked with the manufacturer, and I think that that is just a touch high. However, they're going to be I'm going to be working with them to get a coupon code, shooting for 20%, maybe more, 25. I don't know. We'll see what they come up with. So by the time this video gets produced, you guys can check the description and see what the coupon code is, what we've worked out. I know we are going to work out something, but we'll see where it comes in. Overall, I think the boot is a really good boot. If I was going to give it a rating, I would probably give it an 8 out of 10 stars. It would be higher, except for the price. That comes down a little bit for me. And then I would just like I said, maybe just a little bit thicker leather in the toe. But that's going to sacrifice a little comfort, so that's kind of a give and take there. Another thing that I like about the Altai boot is they actually have a little loop right here at the back of it to help pull them on. One of my biggest pet peeves about boots is that when you go to pull it on, there's no little tag there to, loop there to put your finger in to help pull them on. I think that's another great option there. And then I also like the speed laces, and that is that they've got the regular laces all the way up to here, and then they've got 2 sets of speed laces on the top. And I like that because I don't like to have to do the speed laces all the way up from the bottom. I think that's kind of a pain. It's just not really necessary. So I think the boot is really well designed. Anyway, guys, you know what I do here on Reality Survival, and that is I show you guys different gear options. And since this was a fairly new company that is a US-based company, I wanted to take this opportunity to show it to you. I think the boot does have some good features. It's definitely lightweight, it dries out fast, it's waterproof, and it seems to be fairly durable from what I can tell. More long-term testing is going to be needed to answer that question, in the end, but my initial impressions are that it's a pretty well-made boot. It's definitely comfortable. But the key point here, as far as a takeaway goes from you guys, even if you're not interested in the boots, is that you should definitely consider making sure that you have a good set of boots in your gear. All right. These are one of the most important pieces of gear that you can have, especially if you're in a critical situation. Having good ankle support and good traction and all those kinds of things, keeping your feet warm and dry and all that is definitely something that's going to enable you to stay in the fight and stay doing whatever it is you're doing at the time. So keep that in mind as you go through and look at different boots and all that kind of stuff. As always, guys, I definitely appreciate it when you click the thumbs up button, when you share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. And don't forget to live the 6 Ps. Proper prior preparation prevents poor performance. Stay safe, guys.